Today I'm going to be filling in the holes for the rear marker lights. I don't really like the look of factory side marker lights, so that's why I'm getting rid of them. I cut the hole into a rectangle to make it easier to fill instead of trying to make a piece of metal to match that shape. Then I cut a piece of metal that fit perfectly inside the hole and made sure everything was flush before I tacked it into place. I continued to make sure that everything was flush before I made each tack. Then I just worked my way around the patch, welding it in. I had to use a hammer to tap it back into place to make sure that everything was staying flush. The more you weld, the more the sheet metal will heat up and start to warp. That's why I'm taking breaks and using a hammer and dolly to work the metal back into the shape that I want. Once I got it fully welded in, I ground off the tops of the welds to make it easier to hammer on. The quarter panel warped quite a bit and the whole thing shrunk in, so it took a lot of work to hammer it back out to the shape that I wanted. I couldn't hammer the metal out from the inside of the car because there's inner structure in the way, so I had to use a dolly on the backside of the weld and then hammer on the outside to stretch the metal. I continued to do this, grinding off more of the weld each time until I got it as straight as possible. This is what the finished product looks like, and I went ahead and did the other side.